Secrets and Vows, Season 1, Episode 1, The Gilded Cage. In the golden crescent of London, beauty was not admired, it was measured. Every smile carried a price, every glance a calculation, and every whisper could ruin a life. And for a young woman stepping into society, freedom ended the moment she was seen. Ardenwood Manor shimmered beneath the spring moon, its windows blazing with candlelight, its halls swollen with music, ambition, and the subtle tension of hidden desire. Carriages crowded the drive, delivering silk-clad daughters, hungry-eyed mothers, and men polished and perfumed, all arriving for the same purpose: opportunity, influence, and scandal. Selection. Lady Eliza Ardenwood stood at the top of the grand staircase, her hands folded neatly before her, her posture flawless. Inside, her chest tightened with every breath. The ivory silk of her gown pressed against her ribs like a warning. Her mother's eyes scanned her, calculating her chances, ignoring the little pang of nervous excitement twisting through her daughter's chest. "Smile," her mother murmured, fingers tightening on Eliza's arm. "You look as though you are being led to the gallows." Eliza did not turn. "I feel as though I am." Her mother exhaled sharply. "Tonight determines your future. You will not sabotage it with intelligence or defiance." Below them, the ballroom gleamed. Crystal chandeliers scattered light across marble floors and glittering jewels. Conversations hummed with thinly veiled competition. Every man was appraising every woman. Every woman was measuring herself against another. Eyes lifted in unison as Eliza descended, each step slow, deliberate, irreversible. She could feel them appraising her waist, her skin, her obedience, and perhaps, most dangerously, her secrets. And then the room shifted. The doors opened again. Lord Julian Hawthorne entered as though London itself had been waiting for him to return. He carried the ease of a man who had lived without permission for too long to remember how to ask for it. Dark hair brushed back carelessly, eyes sharp with curiosity rather than hunger. He moved through the crowd with quiet authority, and the faint hint of scandal clung to him, the kind whispered behind closed doors. Julian had known passion before, of course, and temptation had trailed him across many bedrooms. Married women who sought attention, mistresses who thought they owned him for a night or a week. He had tasted them all. Yet Eliza, in her restrained elegance, was different. She was dangerous in a way he could not resist. And then he saw her. Eliza felt it before she understood it, the unsettling awareness of being truly observed. Not admired, not evaluated, seen, and perhaps judged. Julian slowed, his gaze lingering as though committing her to memory. Something about her stillness, her restraint, intrigued him more than any practiced smile ever could. "Well," he murmured to himself, "there you are." Their first words were polite, measured, sharpened with restraint. "You say my name as though it disappoints you," he remarked when introduced. "I was merely surprised," Eliza replied. "By what?" "That you returned." His mouth curved slightly. London has a way of calling one back, and some are too irresistible to ignore. "Be careful, my lord," she said softly. Flattery is often mistaken for strategy. A flicker of amusement crossed his face. "You are not what I was promised. Neither are you." The silence between them stretched, charged and dangerous, broken only by the sudden ripple of murmurs sweeping the room. A folded sheet passed quietly from hand to hand. Faces, eyes widened. Married women blanched, mistresses clutched their fans, and ambitious widows whispered like snakes. The velvet quill had spoken. Eliza accepted the pamphlet when it reached her, her fingers brushing the paper as though it might burn her. The words were precise, merciless. A secret affair exposed in full. Names, locations, proof. A married man with a wife and children. A young woman entangled in lust, letters, and whispered rendezvous. The gossip was venomous, but luxurious. The richest salons, the finest diamonds, and the secret trysts that unfolded behind closed doors. Who would do such a thing? Eliza whispered. Julian's voice was low, carrying a dangerous edge. Someone tired of silence, or someone seeking pleasure in destruction. Or someone cruel, she replied, the fire of anger and fascination rising together. "Sometimes," he said, "those are the same." Across the room, Lady Margaret Vale stood frozen, her expression unraveling as whispers curled toward her like knives. Her engagement gone, her secret trysts exposed, her future destroyed, and all for loving the wrong man. Eliza watched her crumble and felt something dark twist in her chest. Lust, fear, all tangled into one. The city's gossip, scandal, and betrayals were like a fever she could not escape. Music swelled, drowning discomfort in elegance. Julian extended his hand. You should not, Eliza said. I already have. She hesitated, then placed her hand in his. The dance was proper. Their bodies were not. His hand rested at her waist, correct in placement, but devastating in proximity. Each step brought him closer, his voice softer, intimate enough to be dangerous. He whispered hints of other lovers, past indulgences, and the way society tolerated secrets, if you could afford them. Desire mingled with scandal, and Eliza felt herself teetering between fascination and fear. You're thinking of leaving, he murmured. I'm thinking of breathing. Does society suffocate you as much as it does me? You are free to leave, and you are not. The truth of it settled heavily between them. They escaped to the balcony, where night air cut through silk and pretense alike. The city breathed below, oblivious. He pressed her hand to his chest. Why do you look at me as though I am a problem to solve? Eliza asked. Because you refuse to be one. This world punishes women who want more, and men who indulge in it, she said. Then perhaps, Julian said, it deserves to be punished. Her heart thudded violently. Do not say things you cannot take back. I never do. Footsteps approached. Reality returned. Eliza. Her mother's voice was cold, commanding. Julian stepped back, fading into the crowd, leaving behind a disturbance Eliza could not ignore. As the night ended and carriages rolled away, Eliza stood alone at her window, the city quiet at last. Some nearby, unseen, a candle burned low, a quill dipped into ink. Desire is not the crime. Hypocrisy. The season had opened. Lust, gossip, and secret liaisons would define it, and nothing would remain untouched. Review in next episode. The Gilded Cage sets the stage for scandal, forbidden desire, marital betrayals, and lust that will ripple through London. Eliza and Julian's connection ignites amidst gossip and secrets, promising more danger, love, and chaos. Next episode, Hands That Linger. Grows, secret trysts unfold, and the stakes of betrayal, gossip, and passion rise to a feat.